Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Steelers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's going to field this at the 4. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. To him right up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Here we go. Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Over. Here we go. Detroit.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
This is taken at about the 14. Ooh, with a juke. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He tried to get away with a push. He could not. Offensive pass interference. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds. Toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go. Green. Watch it now, Marty. Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So no, it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes with people trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
partner wins in the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Back to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. One receiver to the left is Evans. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns were able to cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Set, boom, landing.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Set, gun. Hot.
On play action, they'll throw. To the left side here for Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catcher's made, put down right on the spot.
So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back up. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in week. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
To the left side here for Eifert. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
18 yards to pick up there.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And they give this time to the tailback. That's some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage loss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And the Browns getting set to go. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
To throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility.
He'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receiver. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Here we go now. Boom,
and the back goes into motion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yard. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Gone! Now let's go! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
For me, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Cleveland, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.